Welcome back to Rabid Noise on Rabbit Radio. That was I Smell a Massacre from Butcher Babies, who will be in the country in February for the massive Soundwave tour. And joining me on the program now to chat about their first ever trip down under is Carla Harvey from Butcher Babies. How's it going tonight, Carla?
It's going pretty great. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. You know, I'm personally such a huge fan of your band, and I'm very excited to finally see you guys get down here. Is this the furthest you've ever travelled for a tour?
Yeah, it is. We've done a UK tour and a small European tour, but definitely Australia. And, you know, I hate to fly, so I'm a little nervous. But I think this will be a 2 Xanax flight for me. So Heidi usually keeps me under control on the flights. I usually ask to talk to the pilot at least once or twice during flights. Australia might be a 3-timer for me. I don't know.
Have you been down here before?
No, I haven't been. So it'll be our first time.
Awesome. So, you know, the thing that originally sparked my interest with you guys was the name, which was, of course, taken from the title of the Plasmatic song. And I really feel that, you know, out of all the bands within the genre that, you know, you guys really carry the torch. Wendy O. Williams, apart from her being the greatest woman to ever walk the planet, how else has she inspired you musically and vocally?
Well, you know, she was just, obviously our music is very different from the Plasmatics and from Wendy O. Williams, anything else she's done, but her spirit, you know, and her punk rock attitude and just her not giving a fuck what anyone thinks has been a huge inspiration to us as artists. You know, nowadays there's more women in music, but still not as many as there could be as in the rock and roll world and the metal world. And she was one of the first women, and she was just a very strong person. And like I said, she did what she wanted to do, didn't care. And we want to carry that torch. We want to carry that punk rock attitude with us in everything that we do. Absolutely.
As I said, like what really drew me to, you know, you guys as a band, not just the song title, but you know, you really have that spirit of what she was doing, and I love it. I think it's awesome. So, do you guys ever jam out on Plasmatic songs, even though, you know, you are different musically?
Not anymore, but when Heidi and I first met, we were in a cover band that used to cover the song Butcher Baby. That's why we originally named our original project Butcher Babies, because we loved performing that song. It's such a fun song to do. It always got us pumped up, and we still love that song till this day. Oh, it's awesome.
Well, you guys have a reputation for being a must-see live band, and you're known for your just energetic shows. What do you guys usually do to psych yourself up for a gig?
To psych ourselves up for it? Oh, gosh. Yeah. You know what? We do stupid, you know, I'll tell you, I don't know if Heidi will get mad at me for telling you our little pre-show ritual, but I will anyways. Her and I like to get ready together. So about an hour and a half before the show, we kick the boys off of the bus or the RV, whatever we're touring in at the moment, and we start putting our makeup on and doing our hair and get ready for the show. And then when we're all done, we turn on the silly song by Attila. I can't even remember the name of it. And we do a special little dance that we made up. And maybe one day, if you ever get to see us in person and interview us, we'll show you the special little dance we do. But it's completely ridiculous. And if anyone could see what we were doing, they would probably be like, and those girls are ranked some of the hottest chicks in metal, no way. But, you know, we like to be goofy. We're nerds. You know, we like to be silly with each other. And, you know, all of us in the band, at the heart of it all, we're just goofy best friends that are really enjoying this time in our lives and getting to do this and getting to be on stage every night and having fun with each other. So, you know, that's what we do.
That's what it's all about. And you guys really give off that vibe. All the interviews I've seen and everything, like your live performances I've seen online, you give off that vibe that you're up there having fun and that you're all like this little family. So that's really cool to see.
Yeah, well, what do they always say, you know, when you stop having fun, it's time to stop what you're doing, you know. This is, you know, like I said, it's an exciting time in our lives, and nobody gets to do the kind of things that we're doing. You know, it's a very rare thing to actually get to live your dreams. So we're going to take full advantage of it. We're going to keep these smiles on our faces while we're doing it.
Awesome. You're also a very talented writer and artist, and I really dig the Butcher Babies comic you did too. I'm a comic fan.
Oh, thank you.
So what came first for you personally? Was it art, writing, or music?
You know, they both kind of came together, which is always the best way, right?
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, I was very introverted, and I loved comics, and I loved books, and I loved metal music. So I would literally sit in my room all day listening to Pantera and old school Metallica and Slayer and just draw, and write, stories and write songs. And so it all kind of came together. And I think, people who are creative, it's never just one thing. I know many musicians who are great artists and great writers or poets. It all kind of goes to just a bunch of, introverted people that got lucky enough to be able to get on stage and bleed our hearts out too.
Awesome. So what comic do you read yourself?
Gosh, when I was a kid, I really got into Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, and I loved the Dawn series. Myra Butcher Baby's makeup was inspired by that comic, Dawn, the teardrops. Nowadays, I always kind of I go to the indie section and get some of the indie stuff, and trying to think of what I picked up recently. I picked up one by a female writer that I really liked, and I can't remember the name right now. I'll mention it later on in the interview if I do remember it. So I had a really cool experience on our last tour. We toured with Down and Phil, and I had a fan. One of my fans brought me a Pantera comic, and I got Phil to sign it, which was really cool. So I have that framed now.
That is awesome. That is really cool. I didn't even know they made Pantera comics. That's so cool.
Well, it was an unauthorized comic, but still cool nonetheless. And he was making fun of the way that he was drawn. He was drawn pretty silly, but it was really cool to have him do that.
That is really, really cool. So Goliath was one of my favorite albums of last year, and it still kicks ass. Like, every time I put it on, it's great to drive to. Have you guys been working on a follow-up, and can we expect to hear some new stuff on this tour?
Yeah, I definitely think we'll play some new stuff on the tour, although we'll probably want to play some favorites from Goliath, too, since we haven't been over there yet. On our new album right now, and we're really, really excited about it. It's a lot of pressure, making a sophomore album, but we're having a blast. And this is my favorite part of the whole process, is sitting with my bandmates and writing. I really love creating stuff. So it's a great time for me. We have something special coming in the fall, too, that for the interim wait for you guys. And definitely we'll play new stuff at Soundwave.
Well, I can't wait to see you guys live finally. It's going to be definitely one of the highlights of the day. So what else have you guys got planned for when you're down here?
Well, I think we've got a few shows that we're playing outside of Soundwave Festival, and hopefully we'll get to see the country a little bit as well and travel around, None of us have been to Australia yet, so we're all really excited. It's one of those places that I don't know anybody who doesn't dream about going to Australia when they're a kid, So we're all really excited about that. Well,
you'll have to come down the Gold Coast and check everything out here. We've got beaches and the rainforest and everything out here. So I reckon you'll love it.
Yeah, I would love to see all that stuff.
Awesome. Well, we're going to go to the track Magnolia Boulevard from Goliath. Thanks so much for hanging with us tonight, Carla, and can't wait to see you guys at Soundwave 2015.
Yeah, see you guys there. Can't wait to meet all of you.